Channel 13's Mark Tauscher's in Ankeny. The company has the test results to prove it. Channel 13's Elizabeth Kling has the story. It's new tonight at 6.
The story of EpiCor begins in what some would consider the most unlikely place, the Diamond V Mills in Cedar Rapids. The company makes an agricultural feed additive out of yeast to encourage productivity in livestock such as cattle. But in 2001, company officials began noticing a strange trend. People who worked in the plant had significantly fewer sick days than those working in the business offices. One of them was longtime employee Mark Joyner. As young adults, doctors had given Joyner and his twin sister a grim diagnosis.
To expect to be legally blind by the time I was in my 50s.
Not only was 54-year-old Joyner rarely sick, he, unlike his twin sister, could see just fine. The company scientists immediately went to work testing other employees who'd been breathing in the yeast product.
We believe what it does is keep the immune system balanced in the way that nature intended.
To double-check, the company sent the product it called EpiCor off to an independent lab in South Dakota.
The contract research organization didn't know who was taking the placebo and who was taking the real product, EpiCor. And that's, if you like, the gold standard of clinical trial.
It was only after the trial was done this summer that the lab found out who was taking what. Those taking EpiCor were sick 30% less often.
30% seems very reasonable. Sometimes it looks like a small number, but if you think of a football stadium full of 100,000 people with colds and flu, 1 in 3 wouldn't be sick if they'd been taking EpiCor.
But according to Dr. Reeves, the test only showed one aspect of EpiCor's immune balancing effects.
We use colds and flu because it's a convenient way to look at an infectious disease. It's not the be-all and end-all of what our product can do for you.
Elizabeth Kling, Channel 13 News.
Exciting stuff. Diamond V now has a separate branch devoted to EpiCor. It's opening in Ankeny next week. The company says it chose the location in part because it hopes to work closely with Iowa State University to further develop the product. We've got a lot of calls and emails about this since Elizabeth's story ran last fall. For more information about EpiCor, you can